That's what you get for trying to gritty over there when we should have already been started.
Y'all don't got like a stand for me or something?
A mic stand?
Yeah.
You want one?
It's a little tiring. It's a little heavy. I got weak arms.
Duh.
Come on, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for that smell, I would have most definitely dropped one in there.
It smells bad in there?
Huh?
It still smells bad?
It still smells a little bit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you're lying. At
I'm
this
not.
I literally aired that shit out.
Oh, my stomach. All right, I'll go ahead and start. All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to Brian's podcast. I'm here with some guests tonight. We have Oscar,
Hello.
Leo,
Hello.
and Zach.
What's up?
All right. Let's hop right in.
No.
Yo, so, you guys take your socks off in bed?
Sometimes.
Was that a question?
No. Oh, shit, I forgot. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the dorm. I'm your host, Brian. I'm here with Zach,
Hello.
Leo,
Hello.
and Oscar. All right, let's get right into it.
This kid's lost.
I am lost. I can't lie. We'll go ahead and start off with. You guys have any regrets, like in high school,
That is
middle school, or elementary? Any life-changing regrets?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What's your
Sports.
life-changing regrets? Zach?
Sports. I regret how I did sports. If I would go back, I would have definitely tried to play in college or worked harder to play in college. But in high school, I was just a little loser who was bad at everything and didn't care.
You think you would have made it?
Probably
College?
not, but it would have been nice at least try.
Like
It would
not
have been
even
nice
like
to
a,
try.
like a D2, maybe
No,
D3.
I'd like to say maybe, but probably not. But I wish I would have at least tried.
Ooh, I was gonna say like the opposite. I think I regret doing sports just because it was like such a big waste of time. Like it was fun at the time, but now that I look back at it, I was just like, why was I even doing that?
You don't miss it though?
No, I do sometimes, but you can always play rec. Like you can play for fun. But that's one thing I regret doing sports because it was just like such a big waste of time. And it was like fun like while we were doing them, but now that I look back at it, I'm just like I could have been better off not doing that and like occupying my time doing something else or just like working or something. I don't know. But I do regret playing sports.
I wish I took like the AP stuff more serious because I could have transferred my credits into UNO, and now I'm stuck taking high school classes in college.
No, it's actually a good one though.
It is.
That is a good one. Cuz I was what were you going to say?
No, I was just gonna say mine's sort of similar to, I guess, just focusing more on school.
Yeah, no, 'cause for the AP stuff, I remember one of our friends I'll tell you after, but one of our friends had told us there's no point in taking AP classes unless you're getting credit for it. And I always thought that just taking the class was giving me credit, like, oh, this is going towards like me graduating, blah blah blah. But I never thought to dual enroll. I never thought to dual enroll in high school because I didn't see a purpose for it, and I thought it wasn't like as big of a deal as it should have been, like you said. And I was taking AP classes that in reality were like the biggest waste of time because I didn't end up dual enrolling in any of them. And I'm stuck doing the same thing where I'm taking classes that I took in high school and like got good grades on and college now, and it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It really does. A lot of the history ones too.
The sciences.
Yeah. Science specifically, but I hate history. I can't tolerate it.
So what was yours, Brian?
Mine was just the school. Like, I wish I would have like put more time into it, 'cause I mean, I did put time into it, but I feel like I could have definitely like actually put a lot more effort. And you know, I think I could have been at the top. You know what I'm saying? Top dog. You know, if I really did put the effort. but I didn't. And then I just wish I would have, you know.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like how you were with sports, I'm kind of like that with the whole like, because I used to think that way, where I was like, I wish I tried, but then I feel like I tried enough. Because like the grades I got in high school, like they don't really matter now. Like some of them do, like some of my dual enrolled credits, but like it's not like they're weighing down my GPA to nothing. I don't know. I look back and I'm glad I didn't spend too much time on school, and I tried to enjoy my life a little bit.
Oh,
Playing sports and stuff and with friends.
I wanted to get into this a little bit. I don't know if we've talked about this already on the pod before, but like prom or homecoming. I don't know which one it is. Have we talked about that yet?
I regret
About
going.
prom? You regret going to prom?
I
Yeah,
regret.
it's kind of dead. I mean, it was cool, but it was like kind of dead.
Well, ours was, but
yeah.
just because it rained that day.
I just regret not going because, just like to clarify, that was the year where you had a choice to go back to school in person, or you could choose to stay home and like learn remotely, whatever. And I saw no point in going back to school in person, so I chose to stay remote. And then prom came around, and they sent out like an email saying that rather than letting kids that quarantined at home go to prom, they were gonna let like juniors and juniors and sophomores go instead of the seniors that were at home quarantined and whatnot. So I was just like, at the time I was like, this isn't a big deal. I didn't really think to go, and it didn't concern me that I wasn't going. But now that I look back at it, just like I talk to my girlfriend here and there, and I'm like, I would have much rather have gone just to go, like just to have that story to tell, but I didn't get to live that.
Yeah, now you're never gonna.
Nope.
You're never gonna have that prom experience in your entire life, bro.
Yeah, because our experience was, oh man,
So fun.
talk about
I mean, it's
talk
nice
about
to
15
have.
out of 10.
Regardless how you feel about it, I think it's still nice to have,
See,
just
yeah.
because then you didn't miss out on it, you know.
You think it was like a good night though? Like you think you had fun there?
I'm gonna be honest, I have really bad memory, so I can't remember. But I mean,
Bro's 80 years
it was
old, man.
something, like, you know. I'm
I
sure it
don't
was
know.
enjoyable.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
something.
My
It
fault.
was something.
I'm sure it was enjoyable, you know.
It was cool, but
Like,
it was
it
also
wasn't bad.
like it was also
That
because it
answer is
rained
almost
though.
like he wasn't there.
Yeah, he basically wasn't, bro. I think he was sleeping in the corner.
Must have been.
Nah, but it was because it rained too. Because there was supposed to be a boat ride where I think we just went in like a little 5-foot circle and then we stepped right back on the dock. So that would have been fun.
It was just stationary. You guys step on a boat and step off.
Yeah, basically. I don't know. I think it was cool, but I look back and I was like, if I didn't go, I don't think
Yeah.
you missed. I would have like
Nah,
you
I
didn't
would-
miss out on much. Like I don't think you'd say. If
Yeah.
I look at you, I don't think you. I just think you saved some money.
But even
Yeah, it was
going,
lame.
even going to like Men's Warehouse and getting fitted and stuff, and seeing you guys get robbed and stuff.
That was
just
that.
about it
Honestly,
right
that
now.
was funner than going to prom.
See, I would have much rather have lived that with you guys than just like,
Watch it.
cause and like in essence, I was just like a third person. Like I was just watching that in third person the whole time, and I thought it was funny. Like I could laugh with you guys. Like I could laugh at you guys rather than laugh with you.
Yeah.
And I would have much preferred to laugh with you guys, cause then again, that'd just be another like fun story I could tell other people. We all got robbed at Men's Warehouse for 400 bands.
I didn't get robbed though. I wore that suit again.
I think you got robbed the most out of all of us.
I think so. That dude at Men's Warehouse even got you to buy a little vest.
No, we didn't get-
over twice.
No, we
No,
didn't get robbed. I didn't get fully robbed though, cause I robbed them.
Oh, that's true.
I robbed them. Don't be weird.
They gave him duplicate shirts for free.
Yeah, I went to get. We already got our shirts first time. Go back to the second time to pick up the suits. Hey, you forgot the shirts. Got an extra pair of shirts for both of us.
Hey.
Didn't get robbed, bro. If anything, I saved us maybe like 3 bands.
That's like another $70 that
probably.
they just gave you for free.
So you're
Yeah.
welcome.
It makes up for it though, cause you paid like 80 for a little vest.
But that's like that's just like buying a suit though.
No, it is
Like it just
buying a
costs.
suit.
How much did it cost? Do you remember?
It's like 200 something.
It's not even bad, bro. And it's a nice suit. I have worn it a few times since, so I'm not worried about it. You probably lost it, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought a suit just to lose it right after. So.
You lost the suit?
Yeah.
Did you actually?
I can't find it.
Bro, how do you lose a suit?
It's fine. I lost my old suit too.
What? You
How do you guys just lose
this?
this?
No, it was like my one in like middle school. I think the pants still fit me though.
Bro, your
jacket
turtleneck is not a
definitely
suit.
Huh?
Your
Throw that
turtleneck is
turtleneck.
not.
No, that.
Throw that shit in the fire.
I'm glad you lost it.
That thing actually shrunk. I can't lie.
For real?
Shrunk, yeah.
Pass it
I
to
think I
me.
might have washed it wrong though.
Oh. Okay, well,
Oh, my fault. Did
yeah.
You guys, like, did you guys go to any of you guys go to homecoming?
Never
No.
once.
None of you guys went to homecoming?
No.
Not-
You went.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
I remember going.
I didn't
Oh!
go once.
No, that's a damn lie. I did go my freshman year.
Oh,
I went one time.
how was that?
I remember it like very vaguely. I just remember going and I didn't dance. I didn't go to like a homecoming game or like the football game. And I don't remember staying for long. I'm pretty sure the only thing we did was we sat down, and I think they had snickerdoodles in the cafeteria, so I snagged one on the way out and then I just went home. It was like I was there for like an hour and I just wasn't enjoying myself. So I went home.
I'm pretty sure you left a family party to go to that homecoming too.
I did. It's 'cause it was like at someone's uncle's house in Papillion, and I got ready over there, and then I think mom dropped me off or something
Okay.
just to pick me back up like in an hour.
I almost won Homecoming King without going. Wait.
Yeah,
I almost
that's
won. I
right.
almost won. I almost won it without like trying to win it.
It was homecoming or prom?
I remember that.
Homecoming.
I do. That was like what, sophomore year?
They tried to get me to go so bad. It was junior, I think.
Was this junior?
Yeah, I think it was
I thought
junior.
it was sophomore.
Sophomore or junior, but yeah, they really tried hard to get me to go.
I think I voted for you.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people did because they really wanted me to go.
Who ended up winning that? Was that?
Probably Richard.
Yeah.
I think it was just basically me and Richard, and they were basically like, "Yeah, if you go, you'll probably win it." And I was like, "I'm not gonna go."
Oh, it's Richard's birthday today. Y'all want to say happy birthday to him?
No. All right, move on.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Richard.
Happy birthday, Richard.
Happy birthday, Richard. Even though I haven't talked to you in 3, 4, or 5 years.
I saw it was his birthday today. Happy birthday to you.
Did you wish him like personally happy birthday? All right, I'm gonna cut that bit out then.
Yeah, please.
Most definitely.
He's gonna go to Big Spoon, Little Spoon.
So how do you guys like approach people, like to make a friend?
To make a friend?
I let them
Yeah.
talk to me first.
I think as guys, it's not hard to make friends. Like, I don't think we have to like make any additional effort to make connections. It's kind of like you talk to them one time, and then next time you talk, it's like, oh, hey, like, how's it going?
Oh.
Then the next time you talk, you're like dapping each other up,
Okay.
and then you're just friends. So I at least in my experience, it's never been difficult. So I just like, if I make first contact with somebody, the next time I see him, it's just like more and more comfortable. It just gradually gets like
Yeah.
easier to talk to him. And I'm saying that as if like I have a million friends, but that's happened with like one other person on campus. I only have one friend aside from you guys.
So do you ever like talk to somebody in class, and then next time you see him, you just don't say a word to them?
Like you mean talk to them like not because you're forced to talk to them, but actually like say something to them?
No, like you're forced to get in groups in a class. So
All the
now
time.
now you have a conversation with these people, but then like you see them in the halls, and now you act like you have
You
never
don't
talked to
know.
them.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, that happened to me today, where I was like, yeah, I don't know you, bro. Even though we had like a 3-hour conversation the other day. Like, I don't know you.
But one conversation doesn't mean like I'm gonna dap you up when I see you in the hallways next time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't approach very many people. I usually either let someone approach me or unless I'm forced into like having to talk to somebody.
That's another thing too. I find myself getting caught out like that, like so many times, where I'll just be walking in the hallways of school or something, and then someone will say hi to me, and I have no idea who the hell they are, or like where I'm supposed to know them from.
That's a little crazy.
But they'll wave at me, or like they'll say what's up, and I'm just like, oh, like hey, and I think in my head like moments after, I'm just, where am I supposed to know you from, or like did I even know you? Like, did you get me confused with somebody else? But I don't know. I must be extra friendly or something for these guys to remember me, because I don't remember them at all.
You think it's rude to say like if someone does that and you don't remember them? You think it's rude to be like, oh, I don't really remember you.
I don't
like,
think
who
so.
are you again?
I think it just matters the way you say it.
Yeah, that is true.
What's the nice way to say it?
Let's be like,
Where do I know
I'm
you
sorry,
from?
What was your name again?
I guess,
honestly,
I
at the end of the
guess.
day, it's disrespectful. I can't lie.
Like if
It's
you-
a
If someone
vile
did me like
regardless.
that, bro, I'm like,
Imagine if you're the one.
I got
yeah.
you confused with someone else. My fault. Like,
It is a vile regardless. But then again, it's just going back to that, like, even if maybe they're confusing you with somebody else. So it's just like, oh, where do I know you from? And they say something like, oh, we did this together. And it's like, I never did that. And he's like, oh, I must have just confused you with somebody else. Simple. Or then there's just times you get caught out, and then it's It is weird that you didn't remember them.
Yeah. So do any of us want to answer that actual question, other than Zach, since you're the only one that answered it? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, how to approach someone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, have you guys made any like think about, have you guys made any new friends in college? And you're like how did you start being friends with them?
Yeah, if somebody
I don't really make friends in college. Where I've made my friends was like at work, just 'cause I have to see them.
Same
like,
here.
most of the week. So I might as well talk to these people if I'm stuck with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But how do you like start talking to them?
I don't even like. I think it's just like we've been in the room with like in the same room for so long that it's just like something's bound to happen. So you can talk to them about like what is happening in the moment, and then
Yeah.
you just feel each other out of like if they're funny or not, like how they are, and I think just time. I think.
Yeah, it goes from it's like a what's up to it's a oh hey how's it going to like now you guys are just like
Oh, what'd you do today?
you can have you can have somewhat of a
Yeah.
conversation and just goes up. It's exponential.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really make an effort to like reach out to people and like actually try to make friends like at school at least.
Realistically, if no one talked to me, I wouldn't talk to anybody else.
Yeah, see,
So I
would
basically
say,
don't talk to any people.
Like, I don't know. We might just be boring people, but it's literally like I'm not going to school to make friends. Like, if you talk to me, sure, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk to other people either.
I think it's important though.
Yeah, we should be networking.
We should be making
Oh,
friends.
100%. Yeah.
So actually we should be in school. I think school's better for meeting and networking than it is for actually learning stuff.
Oh, 100%. That's, you never know who's gonna like know somebody else that gives you your job in the future. Know somebody that knows somebody else that's gonna be
Yeah, or
so on and so forth.
or you know
get
the
it.
person in 2 years, you see them at McDonald's drive-through, they give you an extra large fry. It's
Oh!
it's the small things.
Can I briefly like mention something that happened the other day?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys remember this dude. His name's like Steven Pura. Steven Pura, do you know who that is? Of all people, I'd expect you to know.
I feel like the name sounds familiar.
Okay, well, some dude came up to me when I was in the gym earlier this week, and he was like staring me down, and I was just like, all right, bro, like you better know me or this is just gonna be super awkward. And he just started walking towards me, and he was just like, hey, like how's it going? And then I got closer, and I finally recognized him. I was like, oh, like hey, like what's up? And he was just telling me like, oh, like how you been, like what are you doing, like what are you majoring in, blah blah blah. And then he was telling me how he took a gap year for COVID and he came back, so he's like a super senior or something. I don't really know what the situation is, but he works at Sozo's, the place we used to always go to, and he was telling me how Thursdays they have like esports events and that he used to play competitively, and if I ever wanted to come through, that he could give me a free coffee. I forgot to tell you guys that.
I thought Sozo's shut down.
They didn't. They're back up.
I think one of you guys told me I shut down.
It did because they didn't have staff for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Oscar, but it might have been me because I thought they were shut down. So
Yeah, that was just that happened earlier in this week, and I forgot to tell somebody.
I do know who you're talking about though. When you said he was like super senior and older than us, I think I know who you're talking about. What was the question? Oh, how to approach people.
Yes, how to make friends, bro.
I don't
Hey,
know,
bro, how about let's get off this question since nobody wants to answer it.
Someone answered, but that's just because like I don't know.
Well, I just don't have the answer to that question.
I mean, you brought up like at the gym, real quick. I just wanted to say, people like at the gym are so weird now. Like the other day I was at the gym and I saw nobody was at the machine,
Oh,
so I hop on it, and all of a sudden I hear behind me that he's like, "Hey," and so I turn around like if he was trying to scare me. So I turn around like, "Are you good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm using this." I'm like, "Oh, okay, my bad, bro. Go ahead and hop on." And then that just reminded me when I went to the gym
with me,
with Leo, the same exact thing happens where it's just like,
bro.
"Hey." I'm like, what's going on?
Nah, it's
at
ridiculous.
UNO,
It's
bro? Like,
ridiculous because we.
bro, just come up to me and say that you're using the machine. Like, what's good with you?
No, it was a little wild because me and him were gonna do like pull downs on the ropes, like the cable machines, and one machine was free, and Oscar was like, oh, like who do you want to go or, and then like he changed the way and he started going, and then there was one behind me, and I was like, oh, I'll just kind of like F around while he's doing his set, and like I grabbed the ropes and I was just like, I looked back to like tell Oscar something, and then yeah, some dude like from a bench like miles away was like, hey. Like and then like I look over and like him and a couple of his buddies started laughing.
Yeah, that's
And
what
he-
I'm saying.
and he
Like,
yeah.
you're not even like working out. Like
And
you're
he-
having a
yeah.
whole conversation somewhere else, and then you expect nobody to use the machine.
See that,
And-
that I was just gonna ask, like, is it not more weird the fact that like you're just using a machine that no one's using? Like, it's not like they own that machine.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So why are they can't even say nothing in the first place?
Yeah, I get. And then the guy and like what really got me is like after like he did that and he got a little kick out of it and whatever. Like he came over and he like tried dapping me up and was like, "Hey, I was just joking, bro. Like I wasn't even like don't take it serious. Like it was just like my friends. Like I was laughing at my friend, not you." And I was just kind of like, okay, like I didn't really. It wasn't that deep, but it was a little ridiculous that you had to go out of your way to do that anyway. And that's funny you bring that up. I totally forgot about that.
I mean, that sort of brings up a question I have, but I was just gonna ask, like, are you guys like confrontational? Would you guys say you guys
No.
are confrontational?
I'm the opposite of confrontational.
I feel like I can be confrontational. It depends when how people like approach me and then how people want to act around me. Like if you're gonna talk shit, don't expect me not to talk shit. And then if you want to get in my face, just be prepared to like have problems, basically. Cause I wouldn't say I'm confrontational, but when the situation comes, like I feel like I can be.
I think you're the most confrontational out of all of us.
Yeah.
I don't think it's close.
I'd agree.
I don't think it's close at all.
Why you say
I
that?
just think you're the most like likely to like if someone is saying or doing something and I don't like it annoys me or something or like I don't like it, like I'm not gonna go confront them or say anything, but I feel like you might say something or you
Yeah.
will say something. Like I'm just gonna walk away, but you'll just confront. Or if like if you have a problem with something in general, you just say something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but cause I'm usually not the person to ever like start something though. I feel like
Mm.
No, I'm
Never
not-
start.
I
Never
don't really
start.
start
But
things unless like I don't really start things.
It's not you starting it though. It's like someone's like it's like it's like someone says something to you, and then you'll just like say someone does something. It's like small. Like you'll go over and be like you'll kind of check them
Yeah.
if you have to. In
yeah.
that terms of conference, like you might not start it, but you'll check somebody back instead of like I just walk away.
sometimes it just sometimes it does come off the wrong way because something will like somebody will initially say something to you, and then you might just kind of like rub it off your shoulder or something and like maybe try and make a joke out of it, but they'll take it the wrong way, and that's when it gets like confrontational. Whereas like they take it like as hate or something, and then at that point it's like, yeah, you just gotta put them in check because like why the hell are you getting mad right now?
Yeah.
Like you
I
like
mean, I always treat people like how they're coming off. So if you want to be all big and bad, then
I mean yeah, I'm gonna give you a fat reality check.
yeah, I feel like that's just how it has to be.
You
I don't
think
know.
you think you're confrontational like with your significant others?
Like with my partner?
Yeah, like your girlfriend.
Like what you mean? Like, do I like starting problems with her?
Not like starting problems, but if you have a problem, no, like maybe okay, you probably won't if it's something small, but like you'll say it. If you have a problem, you'll say it.
Okay, then yeah. I
Right?
know.
Like
Yeah.
you'll or like if she starts a problem, you're not just gonna like
Avoid
back
it.
it
down
roll off.
instantly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you're gonna
Even with little
confront
things.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even with
yeah,
little
yeah,
things,
yeah.
I
Well,
pick
yeah,
out
because
little
the little
everything.
things build up, so you
Yeah,
gotta put a stop
exactly.
to that immediately.
But you guys are.
Yeah, I'm the same. I was about to say that's like I'm not like a big relationship guy where like I know or have all the answers, but like that's like the biggest piece of advice I can give, where it's like if you have problems or there's something that's bothering you, like there's no harm in like communicating that with your partner like initially just before it becomes like a problem, because half the time they don't even know it's a problem and it could be like easily solved like with one simple conversation, but like people avoid that stuff and it like builds into something bigger than what it like initially was.
Yeah.
So that's like the biggest piece of advice I always give people. It's like if there's a problem, like just there's literally no harm in just having a conversation with them. It can be as little as just like, hey, this isn't okay, or I don't like when you do this. Simple. And if they take that up the ass, then it's like, okay, then maybe we do have a problem.
Mhm. Does or sorry before
No, say what you're gonna say.
the confrontational. Do you have to be the one to initiate it to be confrontational?
No.
I don't think so.
So no.
No.
Okay, that was just my question.
I think in response to like confronting somebody, that's like, could you count that as like instigating? Because I think you're like the biggest instigator ever. You definitely
I'm
instigate everything.
I don't think I'm an instigator.
Yes, you are.
I don't think that's my word because I don't really do it to like. Well, I can be an instigator, but I don't do it on purpose. I do it more for just like jokes.
See, that's what I'm
Just because
saying.
I know I can get under people's skin very easily. Just because I know what to say like in the moment. But I don't think I like when it's something serious. I know to butt out of it.
I think Oscar, maybe he doesn't start it, but he'll always try to finish it. Like he may not be the one who says it first, but he's gonna say it the longest if you say it to him first.
No, 100%.
So I know how
I
to
don't. I
be
don't. So I don't
annoying.
know if that instigator. I guess he probably is out of us, but like I don't know if he's always the one like starting it. He's just always the one like if you're gonna start it, then it's gonna. He's not. He's gonna be petty.
Yeah, I'm a very petty person too. But you guys think you're confrontational?
I was gonna say how like I feel like I used to not really be as much, where I was sort of like Zach, where how he said like I just let stuff like slide and stuff, and just let it happen.
Mhm.
Like if I didn't like something, I'd be like, oh, it's whatever. I don't really care. But I think now more so like I feel like if I don't like something, like I'll like say something or do something just 'cause like I don't know. I feel like I've had enough of it, and then like I'm just now I'll, like be more open to speaking up and like saying something, just 'cause I don't like it.
I was gonna say something about that. It was like you can only tolerate so much
Yeah.
until it's like too much. And not to throw like shade on you, but it's just like when you get disrespected like enough, there's a certain limit where it's just like, all right, bro.
Like, how long can this keep going?
Yeah,
Or-
and then it's like words are just words until like they're not just
But
words.
but I also like if it's someone like is doing something that annoys me or like being disrespectful or like I just don't like them,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just won't say anything, and I just won't really like talk to them.
Yeah, but I feel like all of us were like that at one point. But that's what I'm saying. Like when too many like somebody, like the people that always say something are like the people that like never got checked in their life.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes they just need that person to check them once, and they're like, oh,
You think you get disrespected often though?
not often, but like thinking back on it, I did a lot, and I think that's probably how I am now, just 'cause like it happened so much before that. I don't know. Enough was enough. I guess.
I guess. I think it's less disrespectful for me. It's more just like if I had a problem with something, like a small problem, I just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it just isn't really even worth it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's,
there's situations where it's like, there's no reason to make a deal out of it. Like it's just there's no point 'cause you don't gain nothing from it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gain nothing from it, and it's just a waste of your breath, I think. Like I got a pretty good example. Like one time I was at Worlds of Fun and I was with my girl and we were getting food, right?
Right.
And it's hot, like there's a big old line, like, and so we're ordering, right? And we're trying to get our food, and then my girlfriend, she orders like a certain drink, the all day drink, all day pass
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
drink. And then he gave us, the person that was taking our order, it was a guy. He gave us the wrong cup. It was like the more expensive one. And then basically, I let him know. I was like, "Yo, that's not the one we wanted." And then I don't know if bro was having a bad day or something, but he was like, he was like, fine or something. I don't know. I don't remember it good, but he was like, like, you ain't need to do that, big bro. Like, you should have just been like, oh, okay, my fault.
he was dramatic.
Yeah, he was being like over dramatic about it and stuff. And then like he was just being like overall like rude, and then
Yeah.
like to me and like her, and then like, but to me I didn't really see it as like, because I was gonna say something, but I was like, it's not even worth it, just 'cause like there's all these people, it's a big line. Like at this point I'm just trying to get my food and go,
Yeah.
like
no,
I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Like I just didn't see it's worth it. And so I just grabbed my food and I just left it at that.
I'll say I have a similar situation. This actually happened yesterday, so I might be out of a job. I was at work, and this one guy, he came in about a month ago, looking for like a replacement cartridge for his tub spout, and he was giving me like the hardest time. Supposedly it was a brand that we carried like at our store, specific to that, so it's not like he's gonna go look for it anywhere else. And the first time I remember trying to help him, he was just again giving me the hardest time, making it like my life a lot harder than it should have been. And he was being an absolute prick to me too. It's not like he was being nice about it. And I remember he left unhappy the first time, and then he came in again a month later, yesterday. And again, it's like the first customer I see, dude, like 8 a.m. sharp. And he comes in and he shows me the same cartridge. Because the first time he had a picture, and the second time he comes around, he actually has the thing, and he took it out of his shower. And he's like, hey, I need this. Where is it? And I was like, oh, man. Like, I already remembered. I'm like, I was like, it wasn't here the first time, man. It's not going to be here the second time. And he's like, well, you're Menards. You have to order it. And then that's like, I lost it. I was like, I don't have to do anything for you. Straight up. I was like, I don't have to do anything for you. And he's like, well, can you find somebody that? And I was like, no, I can't. I was like, you can roam these aisles and like find somebody that can give you the time of the day, but it's not going to be me. Straight up. And I just like walked away because I was out and about doing like cleaning showers or something. I was doing something else, minding my business. So I might be out of a job because I shouldn't be talking to people like that. But I just had enough of it, man.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit crazy. You are customer service, bro.
No, I'm sales. I'm not customer service.
Nah,
Okay,
but that's part of your job. You can't act like that's not part of your job.
No, my job is this.
Because I work at the same place. Yeah, and he's trying to buy something.
No.
How is that not
Nah,
selling
yeah,
something?
I mean,
I see why you got frustrated, but I also see why he's like it's a little crazy that you actually told that you were. He's like,
Yeah,
can you help
well-
me with this? And you're like, no. It's like, oh, that's not your job to help people.
Bro, because
no,
you
but
just.
I get it too. Like if people are coming off rude, like
No,
you
they
have to-
are. He's literally like, he comes up and he's literally just like here. Like not even trying to give me like not like any sort of like help for what he needs, or just like being like somewhat nice about it. That's like, for lack of a better word, just being nice about it. And I was just like matching his energy. Like, you're trying to fucking big bro me, and I'm literally gonna like, nah, I'm not having none of that, because I'm just trying to do my job. And you're gonna try and make my life a lot harder than it has to be. Like, I don't know. He came at the wrong time on the wrong day, because I wasn't going to tolerate this shit for a second time in a row.
The same guy with Ryan at Worlds of Fun, man.
Oh God.
Wrong time, wrong day. No, but yeah, I don't really think I have. I mean, I definitely have experiences like that, but I don't really be saying nothing because I know I'm customer service. So like, if people are coming in like weird, like I'm not really gonna check them at my work, or else I'm
Okay.
definitely not gonna.
I'm
have
out of a
after,
job.
I don't
But
really.
like, I usually just like, they know that I'm not gonna say anything. Like, they'll be talking and I won't. I'll stop replying.
You're just
and
dry.
I'll do the work.
Yeah. I'm super big at saying nothing or saying everything. There's not really
I
a
say
middle.
nothing at work.
Yes.
I'm just like, bro, what?
I don't really have a middle.
Or I
I
leave the
really-
situation and get like a supervisor. I'm like, bro, you can go deal with it. I don't. Get
I'll
paid
tell
enough
them
for
like,
this.
Yeah,
yo,
see?
don't talk to me like that. I did that at Walmart. Like, whenever
Swear?
people would yell like on the phone or like outside in the car, I'd be like, yo, don't talk to me like that. Like, there was one time I had to take out an order. Bro was bugging. I left the order outside. I said, don't talk to me like that. I went inside and I was like, I'm about to cancel this order. But then someone else was like, it was one of those times where it's like, it wasn't worth it, but I was just having a bad day.
No, I
So,
get
like, and I was done. So I wasn't going to dispense it. I was going to cancel his order, have someone else pick it up. But then I forgot who it was. It was one of the managers. They was like, no, someone else just go get it. And then, yeah.
That's a little crazy though.
No,
Bro.
at the time, you totally understand why you do things like that, though. Like, all those emotions, just like, they get the better of you for sure.
But that's just like, I don't know, bro. When you're working, it's just like, I don't know.
You just gotta put up with.
Like
shit.
sometimes you gotta put up with it because, bro, you're just working a job. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know. I guess it depends how much you value the job, but it's just, and also, bro, if it's a rando, and to me, it's even like I care less because I'm like, I'm never gonna see you again. There's no point in me checking you. There's literally no point, bro. Just like you said, I'm just gonna say nothing. Like, I'll just. Like, someone's asking me for some brackets. We're out of brackets, and he's complaining that we don't have brackets. I'm just kind of like, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Like, what do you want me to
Like,
say,
yep.
bro?
Oh,
I just
that-
work here.
Unlucky. Like, that's what I'm doing, bro. I'm not. That's not my job. Because, bro, it is. But it's also like, I'm just going to let you get it out, and then you can leave, and then I'll go on my day. I'm not going to let it ruin my day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a waste of time at that point.
Like you've never had people that just keep nagging on
Bro,
after.
they do, but I just keep sitting there. I just wait. I'll like you just sit there and wait. It's just like it's not affecting me. Like you're not getting into my head and ruining my day because you have a problem. Like I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm just gonna like okay, keep talking. Like I'm not gonna.
It depends too. Like with that order that you said at Walmart, like if the guy's yelling at me and stuff, I would have done the same thing. I would have left. I'd be like, yo, like, remember who you're talking to, bro. Like, I'm out here I'm doing this for you. Like, relax. So it's all the same. Like, I guess it just depends.
You think
how
you
they're
would have
coming.
though? Actually,
Yeah. If somebody's coming crazy and they're like, yo, put this in my car right now. Are you okay? Like, and I'll go back inside. Like, hey, Mitch, you come deal with this guy.
Like you're already working. Like, see, no,
That's all you.
Hey,
No,
Mitch, this
yeah.
guy talking real crazy.
like I totally agree. Like you talk about like you trying to like you valuing your job enough to like tolerate that stuff, but it's like even when you know you're working a dead end job,
You gotta have some respect for yourself too.
that as well. But like, it's just you think you wouldn't, kind of like break loose at one point, like in any situation like that, when you already know you like had to clock in at this dead end job. The day's gonna be like shit. You try and make the most of it, whatever. And then there's people that go out of their way to make it even worse, and you're not gonna break.
I would never do that. Like if I look back when I was working, I would have never done what Brian did. Like walked back in. I would have just dispensed the order and walked back in, and then went on with my day. I don't
we
see
just
the
have too
point.
much pride.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
see the
maybe
point.
maybe
I
it's
don't
a
see the
pride
point.
thing.
I don't see the point in trying to go out of my way to then just make it a bigger situation. Like I'm gonna just try to get him away from me as quick as possible.
I don't think it's making it a bigger situation. I think
It
it's
is
just.
though.
I
You
think
walk
it's.
in, I'm a cancel. And
I
you
think
come
it's
in yelling
removing
about
yourself
it,
from
like,
it. No, I think
Cancel?
it's.
No, I would have just been like, yo, Soup, go deal with this guy. I
Yeah.
would have left it at that, and then what about my day? Like, I'm not gonna overthink it, but I'm also not gonna deal with them.
Yeah.
think that's-
That's just
For
removing
me, it's
yourself
a-
from the
I feel like for me,
situation.
that's actually a little bit like you have to have some respect for yourself at some point too, but it also could be a pride thing. Because I have a lot of pride too, so.
I
I'm not
think.
gonna, like you said, I'm not gonna let
I think-
somebody just
yeah,
little
no.
bro me out of nowhere.
I was
for no
saying that
reason.
I was gonna say like I think having the ability to like understand and be aware that you're getting like bitched
Mhm.
and like acting accordingly like in response to that. I don't think necessarily that it's like all about pride. It can be, but to some extent it is just like about self-respect and being aware. Like I'm not gonna let like we're both human beings. I'm not gonna let you act like you're above me.
I
Simple.
sort of. What were you gonna say?
No, nothing. Sorry.
I kind of what you said earlier. I thought I forgot what you said, but I was gonna say, but I think the opposite, where it's like.
How are you gonna say? I'm going back to what you said. I forgot what you said.
It was like what you were saying about how like you shouldn't do it at like work, that sort of thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
basically kind of like confronting, I guess. I think you should, just because I feel like a lot of those people, like they do that stuff because they know they can get away with it, and
Mhm.
that's sort of
And
the
they
reason why
can.
I did, just because like it's like, yo, like I'm not gonna be the one to, you can just do that with. And then like the times when I have, like they change up. Like it's like when you said like once they get like checked, like
They
then
act
they kinda
accordingly.
change,
Yeah.
they change up. And then so the times that I've done it and stuff and be like, yo, like don't do all that and all that, like they've been like, some have apologized. Like I've had two, people on the phone. They'd be like, "Oh, sorry, you're right," And I was like,
yeah.
that's what I thought. Now you talking my language.
Because I'd imagine sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing it. They're just like acting out of emotion as well. Like
No,
maybe
and some people have like we say, they've never been checked, so that's just normal for them. Hey, put this shit in my car. Like,
Did
Like,
anyone
I don't know,
ever
they
say
don't-
that to you at Walmart? Did anyone ever say? No one ever said that to me at Walmart.
Not to me, but I'm just saying, like, maybe some people have gone through that, and
Yeah.
some people are actually gonna say some shit. I'm not gonna let that shit slide if it actually did happen to me. I mean, you're just moving crazy if you're telling
no,
me.
yeah. See, that's like you're trying
Like, I
we're-
already know I'm a slave, and you're telling me all this now. Like, that's crazy.
See, but the way I would get back at them is when I'm putting stuff in their car. Oh, I see a thing of eggs. Well, that's going under the milk. That's going under the cat litter you ordered. That's how I'm getting back at them. I'm not yet saying nothing to them. I'm not yelling back at them. I'm not just like, maybe the walking away part isn't bad, but I'm not gonna walk in and cancel. I'm just gonna like I don't know, to me, I don't need to do all the extras, especially because some people are trying to get a rise out of you. They want to try to like
Well, yeah, we've
make you do something, and then you're falling right into what they want you to do.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
they
we've.
won't get in trouble, but then you could get in trouble, and then now it's like,
I mean, we've lived that exact
No,
situation
but I
before.
don't think you get in trouble for something like that. Like
I
somebody's
think, like
talking
Leo
crazy and then you
situation?
just did.
No,
Leo
see, no,
situation,
like,
he would.
Like I could be out of a job if they were
If
that
they
tight
wanted
about me
to.
talking to somebody like that. Because we're all
Yeah,
about
he was just
That's
asking
what I
customer
mean.
service.
That's what I
and-
That's what
mean.
I'm saying. But there's like levels to it.
Yeah, there is level. There's always levels to everything.
No, y'all had to be there. It was justified. It was justified.
I don't think so.
Y'all
We'll
had to
see
be
what
there.
the cameras say.
I also
Bro-
feel like I heard that story different.
Bro,
the
the
first time, but-
cameras are gonna see me saying like one or two words to that guy and grittying into the next out. That's what the cameras are gonna be
Hey,
saying.
get out my face, bro.
I guess be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm just gonna see me turning around, not even saying anything to him.
That would be funny. That would be viral with TikTok.
Next one.
Oh, next question. My
Yeah.
fault. All right. I mean, we'll go ahead and do this one. These are all over the place, just so you guys know. Unfortunately.
Let Oscar say what he wants to say first.
All right. So what
I
you gonna
was
say?
just- I
You were
was
gonna say
set
something?
You up. Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
set you
go
up.
say something.
I was gonna say, do you think like how we were raised affects like how the way we act out like differently? Like, did your dad ever like disrespect somebody like in front of you, or got disrespected in front of you, and he was just like whatever? Like,
I think
it's
that
just
I think my
words.
dad was kind of like me.
Like, whereas like whatever, like
He's
he's just trying to get a rise out of me. Let's not say
yeah, like
anything, and then
he's not gonna like start fighting somebody.
over like something dumb that they were.
Yeah,
just
if it's
talking about,
something
right?
stupid, he'll just be like after he'll be like, those people are just stupid. Like those people are just like, I mean, obviously like you said, there's always levels, but I don't see my dad like someone says something, he just throws a haymaker.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I see him doing that.
Yeah, and with my dad, he would definitely be the one like you just say anything that he don't like, and then he's like, all right, so we got problems. now."
Yeah.
So, and that's always what he told me too. He's like, never back down. Like if they're trying to be tough, like make sure that they want to like be tough around you. Like make sure they're coming correct if they want to come like that. So it was like that's always what he told me at least. So I think that's why I'm like this too, and then that can lead into your question.
No, I mean,
Well, now I know what question it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Worst thing I ever heard in my life.
wait, lean into what question? You got me confused.
This is why
You want
King
me to
can't
ask
be
it?
host, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, please do, because I'm actually confused.
Well, I don't really know how you were gonna word the question, but it was
Yeah.
about nature and
Oh, the nature versus nurture.
Oh.
that
Oh,
only
my
it's only
fault.
like it makes sense.
That's my
Yeah.
fault. You know, so brilliant transition right here. So do you guys think how do you even word that shit?
How did I tell you?
You asked the
I
question
have it
since it's
down.
jit.
I have it down.
Okay,
Figure
yeah.
it out.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Just so you guys said word for word.
Yeah.
Bar for bar.
Nature versus nurture. Nature refers to how genetics influence an individual's personality, whereas nurture refers to how environment, including relationships and experience, impacts their development.
So what do you think it is? Like, do you think?
It's nature or nurture.
I just want
Yeah.
to say this. That wasn't really a fucking question. All right, so I just want to make sure you guys understand
Well,
that.
the
What was-
question is nature versus nurture.
What
and
was-
that's-
exactly.
That was defining what it is.
Can you reread the definition for nurture again, please?
Yeah, I'll
I
just
want
go ahead
the
and say the whole thing
Webster.
again.
Merriam
So
whole-
nature refers to how genetics influence
Yep,
an
go again.
individual's personality, and then nurture refers to how their environment, which includes their relationships and experience, impacts their development.
Bro's blabbering on the whole time, and he has a problem with this.
I know.
I didn't even hear it again because I was focused on him. But go
Oh.
answer the question.
it's just-
I was trying to listen. Like
Nature-
for real.
Bro, this kid looks like
Nature
he's
is like
crying.
genetic. Like you're
Dude, I
you're
was-
born this way, and then nurture
Yeah.
is the way you grew up.
I
Like,
mean-
with your relationships and experiences, like Brian said 3 times.
I
So
just,
which one do you think it's more of?
Yeah, like do you think you're like more of a subject of like what you were born with, or like how you were raised, like how your dad and how your mom taught you to be, or do
I
you
think
think
it's-
it's just genetics?
I think it's 95% nurture, 5% nature.
okay, but
Say
why?
it again.
95% nurture, 5% nature.
But-
Okay.
That's the way I think it's like most of everything of who you are is based on like you said, like your parents, how you
How
grow
you were
up,
raised.
the experiences, relationships. But I think there's some things that are just kind of like innately, like you just when you're born, you just kind of like have stuff like there's just things you have. I feel like, but it's a very small amount of things.
I just think it's all nurture.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think you were
That's
born
not
with
true.
anything?
Nope.
I have a
I don't
study
think so.
that can prove it's not true. I have a
Okay, bro.
study.
I
have a
think
study.
I actually have that same study for real. Because there's some things that where it's like biological development and then like sociological development or something. Where biologically it's like no one can teach us how to walk. It's like something because you can't just tell somebody like, oh, you use your feet or whatever, or like crawling.
Yeah.
That's just something that like biologically we just know to do.
Mhm.
We just know to
Instinct.
start. Yeah, we just know to start crawling or eventually start walking. So there is some things that are nature. It's just like in our DNA to do so.
Yeah, and it's like we just know right from wrong since we were
That's what I
born
was
and-
gonna say. I in one of my philosophy classes, there's a study done with like 6-month-old children, or maybe a little bit older.
Is it with an egg?
No,
Oh,
it was with like
They're
an
talking
egg.
about egg drop.
They
bro.
threw an egg at the wall and they
Oh
said
my
bad
God,
or good.
no, it's
Fucking
literally
head,
it's
bro.
no. The study is you give a kid an egg and they know to like be gentle with it. That's what the study is.
Oh, that actually kind of makes
yeah.
sense.
Oh,
That actually kinda
Oh,
makes
shut up!
sense.
Shut up!
My fault,
That
bro,
does
my
kind of
fault,
make
my
sense.
fault.
That does kind of make sense.
Anyways, but yeah, I think I agree with Zach. I think nah. Well, the real answer I'm pretty sure is it's like half and half.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
the
both.
real answer. It's both.
But that's not how I feel.
But I also feel like a lot of it is just the way you were raised. I think that plays like the biggest part into it because you can be born with shit, but who cares? Like if you're around people that like the people you're around is the people like that you're gonna become most of the time.
I was about to say I'd like to think that nurture like carries you into like your childhood and then just like your teen years maybe as you mature, and then nature's like when things start to get like real. Maybe like when you get put in a situation where you're alone or like you have to survive on your own or something. That's like where your like true colors show. Does that make sense? No, I'm not saying like we throw you on a deserted island. It's just
I was gonna say the opposite. I thought nature was like when you're a kid, like there's natural things that you just know how to do, and then nurture is like as you grow up, it's all nurture.
What you
because-
were taught.
Yeah, like you once like now, I feel like it's all nurture. It's just all based on what you're experiencing, where you're going, what you're doing. But when you're like 5 years old, it's a lot of nature, cause like talking or something.
Yeah,
Or
no.
not talking, but like walking. Like it's just something that like when you're a kid, it's just all nature, cause you're just doing things that like.
yeah. Like I'm not sure if I'm contradicting my own point here, but it's like nurture's like everything you're taught, like the people you surround yourself with, like just like what you've learned growing up. But it's like my point that I'm coming across is you get into the real world and you find out that all this stuff that you were taught, it's not really like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying you're kind of like going off instincts or like your own your own ideas and stuff rather than what people around you have been telling you your whole life, because you come to find out that it's not all sunshines and rainbows and whatnot. That was my whole reasoning behind it, at least.
Yeah, but I'm on the side where it's like 95%
Nurture.
nurture and then the other 5% is nature.
What about you, Brian?
I already agreed with that. I was one of the first ones to say, just 'cause I think most people are like their, I guess sort of what we all said, just their friends and their like siblings if they have any,
Parents.
or
It's
parents,
a
if
product
they're
of
with
their
parents a
environment.
lot. Yeah, exactly. Product of their environment.
Well, how does it go? It's like you're a combination of the 5 closest people to you or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like things that go hand in hand. It's like you hang around like 5 billionaires, you'll become the 6th or something. That's another one too.
Yo, I like that. I gotta get some.
We gotta put that on
I
the
need a
wall.
foreign and friends.
Yep,
I know,
yep,
I gotta
yep.
stop hanging out with y'all.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's 100%.
You ever think about that? You're
Mhm.
like, I'm really hanging out with these other 3 jits that we're all doing the exact same thing.
Well, I think we all have the same idea in mind. That's why I know I'm not hanging out with bums. Like we all have
We all
There's
have goals.
effort. There's
Yeah.
effort. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
goals.
We all want to be something.
We
in
care
life.
about our future.
Yep.
Would you guys say we have like similar morals? I guess
Morals. I
morals
don't
and just
think
like
so.
ideas, and just like
These
we are.
these two, the
no, I don't think so.
big bro, little bro, are the opposite people. They're opposite people.
Oh, that
In
is
a lot of
true.
ways.
They're
in a
opposite
lot of
people.
ways. There's some things we can agree on, but
No, we're
I-
a lot
I-
alike, and
it-
we're a lot.
it's
not
it's
alike.
very
Yeah.
black and white. It's very we're like 100% towards one thing, or like we're just not
100%.
meeting. Yeah, we're not going.
Disagreement.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, morals. Yeah, we definitely don't have the same morals.
No, morals you guys don't. You guys could argue for days
I
about
was
that
trying to
stuff.
think what morals was, and I was like, bro, what? But yeah, we definitely don't. When we're talking about arguing, yeah, nah. It's either we're 100% or not even close.
yeah.
But with you guys, I don't know.
I think me and Oscar have our disagreements, but I think we also see the same way on a lot of things. More so than like him and Leo.
Yeah.
And then Brian, I think we're pretty similar, to be honest.
We are in some situations, like some things. I think I'm also very similar with like Leo, just how we think.
Me, Oscar, you, Leo.
Yeah, I don't think
Then-
I've ever been in disagreement with you.
Yeah.
We haven't. I guess we haven't been talking about the right things, or something. Because I've never argued with you before.
We usually, I think we're all very, in my opinion, I think we're all very like-minded.
Yeah.
I think
We're-
that's
we're
why.
like-
I think
we're
that's why we're
like-minded in
able
general,
to
in
like stand
general.
each other.
Yeah.
You know, because I think if you don't really, and I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but like I feel like most people, like if they're not thinking like the same as like the people around them, like they won't be able to stand them. Like you know,
you subconsciously
just-
start hating that person.
they'll have to change. You know, get some new friends or something, just because, you know, people. I guess, and I think this is us too. It's just that we like to be around people with like the same mentality and ideas.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think we're pretty, in general, we're pretty like all on the same page. But there's some where like, I mean, like everybody, there's differences, but for the most part, I think yeah, in general, we're pretty all.
yeah.
We're reading the same book. We might be a page or two ahead or behind
Yeah.
each other, but we're all in that same
Oh,
chapter.
that same book.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe like the same book series.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people might
That's
be a
better.
book
That's
bag or
better.
something.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah. I think that's how I put it.
I
We're
think-
always
I think one thing we can all agree on that like keeps us friends is that like we can't let each other be bums either. That's like another thing too. Like we try and challenge each other in ways.
yeah.
Do
Like,
you guys
constantly.
actually think we check each other enough though?
I think so, bro. I
You
think
really
so.
do?
I think a good amount. Like, if someone's doing something here that's like the others might not like, they'll be like, "Yo, you're an idiot," or like something like that. You know?
okay.
We
I-
kind of
I don't-
checked him earlier in the podcast.
We did?
Well, because he was talking about that work thing, and we were kind of like, "Yo, that's your job."
Oh yeah. I
No,
get it.
yeah.
I mean, that's
no.
small, but it's like we do
I
stuff
guess,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm taking it with a grain of salt though, because it was justified.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing
It was
is, the thing is
justified.
also though is like I don't know, like I feel like if your friends have to check you that much, you're just a bad person. Like you shouldn't be getting checked every 5 seconds.
Well, no, yeah, no, definitely
Like
not.
we may not check each other all the time. That's because we're not like doing like a bunch of stupid stuff all the time. Like we're pretty. You said it. We're kind of boring people. Like we don't do like crazy, out wild stuff that we could say is like.
oh man, I mean,
but-
compared to like your friend at work that we were talking to yesterday, God,
Yeah.
it actually makes me feel like I'm not living.
No,
I feel like
it's
I'm not
actually
living
so
life.
sad that we're actually this boring. I hope you guys know that, right?
That's because we're just not like we're scared. We're scared. That's what it is.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's
so, like,
because
just get, like,
It's
a
because
little bit more
he
in
had a
depth.
friend from work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this friend from work basically like the way I got from
Shout
it
out
was
Alec.
yeah, Ali. He's a super cool guy, really good at basketball. Love him. Met him yesterday. I love him. Love him.
We're not hooping you through no more.
Yeah, I hate you actually. But it's like he made it sound like he almost like saves money and then he just like goes on trips and
And
like he
blows
just
it
does
all.
stuff like
Yeah,
he's going to Tokyo or something and then he's going to like Florida, Miami, and
Yeah.
he's going here and
No,
it's like
because some people live to work, like paycheck. He's the complete opposite.
he's
The
worse
guy,
to live.
yeah, the guy will go to work for what is it, like 2-3 months? Save
Yeah.
up enough money. He'll save up like 2-3 grand, just enough to get by, and just like take a van across the country, or like he'll go live in like Portland or
Rhode Island.
Washington for like months at a time with buddies, and like he'll network like the way we're supposed to.
And he's younger than me.
Wait, does he go to our school or
Metro.
He goes to Metro.
Oh, so he does still like have
Yeah.
one spot to
Yeah,
stay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
I thought he was just staying here for like a little bit.
No.
He's from here. He's from here.
Yeah, this is his default location. He's just
Okay.
This HQ, but he's got all the lots of other places.
yeah, no, because there's a kid through the TLC program that's gonna go study abroad, and he said that he was just gonna join them for the semester. Like he's not even gonna go study; he's just gonna go stay in Tokyo with him for like 3 months, 4 months. That's what he's saving up for now, no? Or when he comes back,
When he comes back, he said.
yeah, because I think
He's
he
going
just
to
hit the
New
road.
York, like in like a day, he said.
Because he films, and I guess he's going to New York to film like a music video.
Yeah, he has a buddy who sings and does like guitar, I guess, and he's really good.
Shout out Carver. I don't know what that means, but shout out Carver.
Oh, I know who you guys are talking about.
No
I know
way.
exactly who you guys are talking
No,
about.
you
Yeah,
don't.
I do. I know who you guys are talking about. Now I think about it. I've seen their shout out to their YouTube channel. I've seen one of
He
their
has a
videos.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, he records
Really?
stuff. I've seen. Yeah, I don't
know the
know him
name?
personally, but my friend Darwin, like he knows.
I think
him.
he
hoops
knows
with them.
Darwin.
He hoops with them. He hoops with them. Yeah. They,
Bro, he brought up that name.
really?
Yeah, I swear he brought up that name.
Yesterday?
That's crazy.
No, like at work. He's
Oh.
like, me and my friend Darwin. I'm like, that sounds familiar.
What school did he go to?
That's not real familiar.
No, that's funny. That's crazy. That just clicked because I know like Carver. Yeah, he's the guy that sings. They're from here, and I've seen like their video. Like they be traveling
Bro,
and
this
stuff.
world is so small.
That's
bro.
crazy. That is. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think that. I'm glad you got that connection. At least you're on the same page as all of us
all
now.
the dots.
Yeah. Damn, that's wild.
That is cool.
Yeah, but I
actually.
have seen his video. And I was, obviously it's like cool to see.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I think I've done like a good amount of stuff, but I wouldn't say I'd be going crazy like, all the time. But I think for what it is, I've, traveled and done like experienced a good amount of stuff.
I think I'm starting to do. I think
Yeah.
I'm starting to actually spend my money.
Yeah, I'm finally getting like the gist of things and like the way, like the things I want to do like for myself. So it's like I'm actually like going outside the country for the first time like this summer. Obviously, like how Oscar said, I'm finally starting to like spend my money. What the hell am I saving it for? Like I'm not working towards anything right now. At least got all the time in the world to do that. And I think a big eye opener for me was we had one of those TLC dinners. And the one guy was like, I mean, like once you're in the workforce, like you're in it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
so
after that.
yeah, so he was telling us to just go out and enjoy life now, which I totally understand, and I seek to do those things.
We definitely should do something. But I was gonna say like I don't know about you guys, but one day for me it kind of just clicked. Like it was like this September or August or I don't know when, but like I've just been like I haven't really been spending crazy. Like I've been saving most of my money, and like whenever I do spend it, like it's something I know like it's either like smart or like it's justified.
Right.
But like I don't know why, but like for some reason like this August September like something just kind of like clicked in my head, and I was like, what am I even like saving this for?
Mhm.
Like it doesn't really matter. Like why? Like I should just spend my money. Like it's there. And
Money
I was
comes
in a
and
very
goes.
nice position, I'll say, and now I'm not in a as nice position. But I still have the same mentality. Whereas like now I don't even like I don't check my bank account. Like
Yeah, no,
I don't look at it. Like I really just don't care. I kind of just if I want something, I spend it. Like
The money will always come back.
yeah.
I think I'm always gonna have that like that saving mentality, but
Yeah.
I am getting better at like trying to spend my money on
Mhm.
things that like trying to like build memories now. Like,
Oh,
'cause
100%.
I feel like I don't have like good experiences and good memories like, so I'm trying to create some now is what I'm saying.
No,
With my
totally
money, at
agree.
least.
Yeah.
But I still save. I'm still a very good penny pincher.
I save a lot.
Yeah.
I think you're the best of the bunch.
Yeah, I don't. I was almost gonna say I'm kind of opposite to that mindset. Like I think I was more like that when I was younger. When I was in
Mhm.
like high school, I think I was like, man, money ain't even a thing. Like I'm like, because when I mean, obviously I saved money, but I was never gonna say no if I could go out and do something that I thought was gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I mean, I'm still kind of the same way. Like if you guys are like, oh, let's go on a trip, I'd say yes instantly because I want to go. But like now, if I can, I try to penny pinch as much as I can. Like but that's because I have like I'm
A
saving
goal
my,
in mind.
I'm saving my money for a goal I have. But if I didn't have that goal, then yeah, I probably would want to do more. But that mindset is probably good. I want to go do something, but I just like unless that doesn't pop up, then I'm just gonna keep penny pinching.
Yeah.
Shit, my fault.
No, you're fine.
Yo, Brian, why didn't
Well,
you
that was
why
an
didn't you
ass.
play sports? Did you just
Huh?
not like sports? What made you not want to play sports?
I mean, I played them when I was younger, but
You just didn't
I
care to
just
play in
stopped-
like high school
you
and
know,
stuff?
there is one thing. It's because what's it called? When I was in 5th grade, we had to do like this assignment. It was like you pick your future, the career that you wanted to do, right? And me, 5th grade, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, shit, well, I'm trying to go pro in soccer, you know?
Yeah.
And this is when I still like played a lot and stuff. And I say that, and then like the teacher, she like, goes on this whole like tangent and stuff about like how we're not allowed to like say, professional like sports of any kind.
As a
And then-
career?
Huh?
As a career?
Yeah, as a career, like, and she was like kind of talking about how like, cause she was supposed to like go play professional basketball, but in college she got in an injury, and then she was like, just this whole thing, and then she was like, but essentially like kind of like what she was saying is like you're not gonna make it, That's what she was saying, and me, I was kind of just like, damn,
You're right.
And
That
I was
crushed
just
your
like,
dreams?
that shit like actually like, crushed me, as a kid. And I was just like, damn. And I just picked like whatever. Like at that point I didn't care anymore. I picked scientists. I don't want to be a fucking scientist. I don't like science. But I just picked that just because at that point I didn't care anymore, And I was just like, fuck. Like, and then like ever since then it was kind of just like a downhill, whereas like I didn't really care as much, I wasn't really playing like I didn't enjoy it as much, because I knew in the back of my head, I'm like, this is
was gonna be
basically
over.
going to nothing, So eventually, like once I hit like 8th grade, that's when I like fully like stopped.
Okay, that makes sense. I was just always wondering.
Anyways, what do you guys miss most about being a kid?
I can go first. I think what I miss the most is being able to fuck up and not having like so many consequences. I think that's the biggest thing.
Oh,
Just being
damn.
able to do dumb things without like the cops, like without having like the consequences of like going to jail and like, you know what I mean? Just like being able to like run around when you're little and not have a worry in your head about like
Run through somebody's
oh,
yard and then
yeah, like now if I run through somebody's yard, they're gonna be like, yo, 911. Like, but when you're a kid, like they're like, oh, like dumbass kids, like in my
Yeah.
yard.
Like we gotta find where he lives.
Yeah.
We gotta take him back home.
I think it's just like not having stress ever, like just existing just to exist and having a fun
Damn.
time with friends.
You gave like a real answer.
I can't lie. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're
but
fine.
I hate that answer. I hate it when people say like, "Oh, I just miss like not being stress free." Like, I miss that. I hate it because it's just like, I forgot what's the word for it, but it's like you're not stress free. You just remember it that way just because thinking back, you're like, your problems didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But it's like you was probably worried about trying to get 20 kills on Black Ops 2 tonight.
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
but
that.
that's-
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like trying to build, get a.
But
nuke
that
or
was the
something.
stress back then. It may not be
that's
now,
what
but
I'm-
it
But
was.
it's just like it's
it
all
was.
like perspective, I guess. Like you were still worrying about stuff, and like I don't know. Like to me, it's just like I don't really like that answer. Cause
No, but it's like it's stress to get 20 kills on Black Ops, and then it's stress to like, yo,
I got 20
need to pay
bodies.
my bills, or else they're kicking me out of my
Oh
apartment.
yeah.
Like that kind
Yeah,
of.
but it maybe you look in 20 years and when you look back, you'll be like, why was I stressing over that stuff? It could be the
Maybe.
same thing.
yeah, like
I think that's-
I don't know if it's
I
the
think it's-
same
But do you think
thing,
do you
but-
think the stress you have now though? Like I feel like the stress I have now, I'll look back and be like, bro, I was stressing over that for nothing. Even now, I look back like last year. I'm like, why was I stressing over that last year?
Well, I mean, yeah, you're gonna be
That's
doing
what
that for
I'm
a
saying.
lifetime, man.
It's just like some things you look back, you're like, I shouldn't have stressed about that. I don't think that's a bad
I think that
answer,
way
but-
about like what I wanted to do in like college. Like I was, stressing about that shit. But I mean, in my eyes, it was right in front of me the whole time. But
What, being a bum?
yeah.
Okay. I think, well, the thing I miss most is probably riding my bike. Obviously, like, I can still do that now, but just like before, it was like, you saw all the bikes in one yard and, like, all the bros were there too. Or like, just like,
he was there.
who?
My fault.
On cap? I
Who?
don't even know what he said.
Oh, you gotta say that back. You gotta.
No.
Come on, don't be weird.
I heard what you said.
I just said the whole gang he was there.
Oh. Yeah, and just like from personal experience too, it was like, when I was riding my bike, it was like to meet up with friends or going like on bike rides with this kid and like my uncle or like family friends. And I remember like a vivid memory was just we lived in a super small town, so we could about walk, run, bike everywhere like within minutes. So I'd go to like the public library on my bike to play like computer games. And that was like probably like some of the best times ever. You'd go and you'd see the bikes parked outside the public library, and you just go up to the second floor and see a cubicle with like the rest of your friends there, and you just play like, again, cool math games or like FPS shooters that were bootlegged AF, and that's what I miss most. Just little stuff like that.
Do you remember what we called our bikes?
Yeah, dude.
Give a shout out to Zach, bro.
Oh my! Shout out to Zach Guerra. That guy was actually my best friend
I thought they were
growing
talking
up.
about me.
Hell nah. I don't like you that much. But we were going into like the fourth grade, maybe third, fourth grade, but it was the first time that me, this kid, and our neighbor across the street, we were gonna bike to school every day because it was like within distance and whatnot, and we all had our own bikes, and they were like, oh, we should like give each other names like for each stuff, and then, like I had a green bike, he had a blue bike, and then our friend Zach had a red bike. Yeah, fuck you. And our friend Zach had a red bike, and he was like, oh yeah, like fiery red, and Oscar was like, oh yeah, blazing blue, and I couldn't think of one for mine, and they were just like, oh yeah, yours is gay green.
Yeah, because he couldn't come up with anything, so we came up with one for him.
Yeah, but riding bikes is probably like the best part of my childhood, for sure.
When you guys were kids, you went to the library and played on computers.
Yeah.
That was like there was like nothing else to do.
That was my bread and butter.
Besides like going outside, because that's all we knew. Like just like go outside and like throw a rock. And then one of our we started hanging out with like this white kid, and he's like, "Hey, y'all trying to go to the library?" And then that was like our addiction. Like he put us on like Roblox.
We were playing Roblox like in 20. Well, okay, let's see.
Dang,
Like
they
2010.
were on Roblox when it was underground.
Oh
like,
yeah,
literally.
yeah.
And then there was like other games. I don't remember. It was like shooting games, but yeah, he got us like addicted to computer games and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure we were playing CS:GO before it was CS:GO, bro. No, but just like quick little comment. My Roblox username, that kid, shout out Aiden, bro. Shout out to everybody today. Bro, that kid made me and Oscar's Roblox account at his house one day.
Why is that still our password?
That is my username and password to everything I use now. Till this day.
That's
so
how you know. We didn't even know like what password or anything was, and he's like, bro, just put all right. And then that's our gamer tag now. That's our gamer tag.
all right, bro. Word for word. So now everyone's about to hack into my shit.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You're done.
Oh, that's facts.
You're done.
I
I was
literally-
lying.
I'm not gonna lie. I already logged into your bank account. I
was
already
literally
logged in.
lying.
That's funny. So
No.
y'all were just unoriginal as kids.
Yeah, basically.
No, well, it's because like we were also poor. So like this kid had a computer in his house and whatever, and he was like, yeah, just log in, and I was like, how do I work?
I didn't have
this
that
thing?
stuff either, though.
Yeah, but then that's why we
No one
went
said
to
you
the
were rich.
library.
I'm just saying. I was the same way, but
No, I'm
I was the same way, but I was able to create my own password and not have someone else name my bike for me.
All right,
I
bro.
named my own bike.
All right, bro.
You guys?
You can go, Brian.
Mine.
Boring.
God, okay. Let me start.
Go. Mine was what I miss most. There's two things. Okay. The second one is questionable, but the first one is valid. The first one is when I was younger, there was like this big field in front of like this. I don't know if it was like a factory or a company building, but it was like a big field, you know, nice grass, you know, nice and trimmed. And like as a kid, like me, like and like just my brother, my cousin, and like all the kids from like the neighborhood and stuff, like, you know, we'd all just go there and play soccer. That for me like was like, you know, the funnest. And then also like the thing, because the way we'd get there is we'd ride our bikes.
Yep.
And then also fuck you to the guy that stole my bike.
Oh.
But yeah.
Shout out to
Me
him, bro.
too. I
Shout
stole
out.
the second one.
But yeah, that was probably my favorite, like, you know, memory as a kid. Like if I could go back then, I'd go back then, you know. And then my other one, I can't lie, it was like being in school and just like making people laugh, man, you know. Like you can't do that no more in college, bro. You try to do that shit, sit the fuck down.
Why is this kid talking?
Because you just look stupid, bro. You just look
Yeah,
stupid.
no, I wouldn't want to do it
Bro,
nowadays.
I paid $3,000 to let the teacher talk. I ain't trying to listen to your stupid
It's
jokes.
also because everyone's like already mad they're in class and they're
yeah.
sitting there. I want to get out, and then some kid tries to make a joke, and that's like the cherry on top. Where you're like, okay, that ruined my day right there.
That's what I'm saying. You might have like 30 bodies start swinging on you, bro.
You just have backpacks thrown at you, everything, bro. I'm
Dude,
throwing
it's
my
'cause- it's
laptop,
'cause
my phone.
That joke better be worth $3,000.
That's what I'm saying,
You
dude.
better be Kevin Hart front stage.
I say half that class is asleep, and then the other half is like really in tune with what they're learning, and you woke both of them up, bro, with that shit joke.
That's funny.
You, Zach, the best part.
Mine, it's kind of similar to Oscar's in some way, but I was gonna say sports because I just miss the stress freeness of like sports back then. Like, when you were a kid playing sports, at least me, I didn't think about like, oh, I'm gonna go play college or pro. I was just playing sports, man. It was just fun. Like I was just there in the moment. But it was also like the thing that I thought of was just like it was easy to make friends back then. Like you guys talk about you just like go through the neighborhood, everyone's there. It was just easy. It just felt like it was easy like hang out with, like you could hang out anytime. You could just do whatever. Like there is easy. You go home from school, oh, there's 10 kids walking to this kid's house so you guys can do something. It was just easy. And now it's like if I'm not hanging out with you Jits, I'm not hanging out with anybody. I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. Maybe that's on me, but I like the easiness of everything where it's just like it was just, hey, you free? Yeah, I'm free. I don't got nothing. Because you didn't have nothing. You didn't have nothing, bro.
Nothing.
I literally had so much free
You
time.
knew they were lying when they said they had something.
Oh
bro.
yeah, there's.
I have to actually go to work, bro. You're 10 years old. You're not clocking in, bro. You're not clocking in.
Yeah.
But I miss that, bro. And like you guys say, though, like going through the neighbor.
Are you kidding me?
We're having some technical
Oh,
difficulties.
man.
You can keep going.
But yeah, that's the gist of it. Just like just easy, man.
You know,
It was easy breezy, go with the flow. Just everyone's having fun.
Dude, it is actually so funny you say that because where we used to live, there was a Chinese restaurant across the street.
That place is so good.
It is so
It
good.
Oh,
is
you
so
did go,
good,
you
bro.
did go.
I want to go
Hey,
back
shout out
so
that-
bad, bro.
Shout out that Chinese restaurant, bro.
I want to go back
It's,
so bad, bro.
What is it?
We should take a trip there. We should take a trip. I want to go back so bad
Okay,
to get
okay.
that food, bro.
But it's so funny you bring that up because, okay.
It went right back off.
Just to backpack off what you said. This Chinese place across the street we used to live. There was a kid when we were kids as well. He was like a grade older than us, maybe
Like 2.
2 grades older than us. We'd actually like go to eat and he'd be clocked in, bro. And he was like 10 years old.
Okay, that's different then. That's different then.
It
Maybe
was-
there's few,
that is
far and
true,
few
bro,
between.
yeah.
But most kids, like if they said they had something, they just didn't want to hang out with you that day. Cause that
Yeah.
was me.
Oh,
Bro. If I didn't want to
100%.
hang out.
Bro,
I got a doctor's appointment.
Yo,
You've been there for 3 days.
Growing up now that I'm older,
I
just
realized
realized that Zach and Pelon did that shit. I'm
to
pretty
us
sure.
all. No. His parents like to
Not
do it
me,
for us
Zach,
too,
right?
though.
No, not
Okay,
you.
I was like,
it's
that
the
never
people
was me.
that lived across the street. We would be at their house every single day to the point where it was like, yo, they're not home today. I see you. I literally see you.
Bro, we knock on the door.
I
we
remember that too. That happened
Yeah.
to me too.
Yeah.
We knock on the door like, hey, is Zach and Pelon here? And they're just like, we're about to eat.
They
That's
used that excuse so
crazy.
much that it got to like, oh no, they're sleeping right now. It's the middle of the day. They're
No,
not sleeping.
You know what killed me is when we would be hanging out with them, and like came like supper time, dinner time, whatever. They'd ask us to go home. They'd be like, hey, yo, we're about to eat. Like, y'all can leave. Instead of just offering to give us something to eat, they'd be like, hey, no, y'all can go home. And I was like,
I wouldn't feed
That's 'cause
us
you guys
if
are
they
brown.
were- Yeah, I wouldn't feed us.
they
I
were
was like-
brown too.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a white family.
Nah.
That's funny. You guys just like opened up a memory for me though, because I remember like throwing like rocks at like people's windows, being like,
I wouldn't answer you too.
"Come outside, come on, we better go play."
I could've got-
Like, I remember that, and like you'd knock at like the front door,
Yeah.
like seeing the parents and stuff, and be like, "Yeah, he can't come out tonight," and you'd be just there.
And-
Heartbreak,
and
bro.
I just rode my bike 12 miles.
The thing is though, you'd sit there as a kid and the parents would say, you can't come out right now. And you sit there and you'd be they close the door and you'd look to your friend, you'd say, he told his parents to say that.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but would
Tell
you
him I'm
guys?
not here.
We would. I swear we would knock, and then we just like go into the house, and like the parent would be like, oh, he can't go out now. We'd go to his room. He's playing PS4. We're like, bro, get out of your crib right now. Like, get out.
See, that's wild.
we
you
just
know,
go in.
and you know what's crazy? Like the people that we're referring to this whole time, they were like a staple in the community where like everybody knew them, and everyone but us would do that. They just like walk into the mud room and like straight into their house, and we were the only people that would knock all the time. And then there's people that were like,
I feel weird about it.
yeah, and then
though.
I see random white people walking into their house when they're not even home, and I'm like, yo, I don't do that. Yo, I've never been like
I had to knock every time.
yeah, and I'm just like, I don't do that.
I feel weird about. I would only go in if someone else went in first, because then it's like, okay, you already broke that trust, that barrier.
Even when they tell you to come into, they're like in the living room or something. They're like, hey, yo, come on in, and I'm like,
You're not gonna open the door?
yeah.
Hey, better come over the door.
Hey, your door's not open.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't come in.
Y'all ever had like the one like house that sells like candy out of it? Like the
Bruh.
Bro,
candy
the
lady? Y'all ever had
pedophile.
that?
If you got touched a kid, you can say it. We'll cut it
You
out,
said
but you
what?
can tell us right now, bro.
You said what?
PETA?
Some
Huh?
PETA?
pedo.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're a pedo, bro. Keep going.
I don't know what you're on about though.
Did
Bro,
the
some
candy man touch
adult
you?
some adult is selling little kids candy out of his crib, bro. Did he tell you to go to the basement?
Did he say get in my van?
No.
Did he tell you to get
I
on
was
the
just
bed in
asking,
your
like, it was just a
underwear?
genuine question. Like,
No.
you guys ain't ever had like, you
Did
know,
he
some
rub your
like
back with
Mexican
your
lady or
underwear
I had that experience.
No. To answer your
Neither.
question, no.
That's
never.
weird. That didn't happen to
You
me
guys
either.
missed out then.
That didn't happen to any of us,
It
right?
couldn't have been that good. That's all I'm saying. It couldn't have been that good.
I had a great experience though.
Bro, what is it? My fault. Say what you were gonna say.
I'm done. I'm finished.
Oh, sorry.
I said what I
Sorry,
said.
Sorry.
All right,
I
wrap
can't believe it.
it up for us, Brian.
Wrap it up. Okay.
You
I
need
don't
to
even
you need to
wanna-
out that guy, bro. He needs to go to jail.
Bro.
Bro, it wasn't
I
even
know-
a guy. It was a like. Okay, bro.
She made you do things? Wow.
No.
You are a victim.
You are.
Okay.
We'll cut it here so we can talk about it after.
So you guys trying to convince me that I pay 50 cents to get massaged in my underwear?
I was
Go ahead,
there,
go
bro.
ahead.
I was literally there.
Stop it. All right, this has been the dorm. I've been your host, Brian. Shit, I forgot honestly, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Fuck you guys.
What? Turn on post notifications so you know
and
we
please
upload.
comment. Give us ideas. Just say
Ideas,
anything, bro.
please.
My
Like,
my Instagram's in the description.
Drop
Please
comments.
DM me
Drop comments.
with ideas
yes, please.
and other stuff.
Please.
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 You're welcome.
Please.
Have a good night.
Good night.
The RA is knocking on the door. Peace out.
All right, everyone. At the count of
Peace.
3, we all like kiss the mic to like say good night to them.
Oh. We're
One.
kissing them to sleep.
Yeah, like
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Good night.